that has been mesmerized. I'm more in love each time that you are near. Whoa, starlight, your love shines near or far, just like the brightest star. Yeah, things you do set my heart aglow, and I want you to know that it reminds me I'm looking for love with you, darling. Remind me, yeah, I'm looking for love with you, darling. You hold me close and whisper soft and low. Those sweet words that mean so much to me. You know how to make a feeling show, just like a song in perfect harmony. Remind me, yeah, that you are in love with your dog. Remind me, yeah, that you are in love with your dog. Remind me, yeah, that you are in love with your dog. You whisper something more, touch me, hold me, don't let me go. I love you so. Magic in your eyes, look right through me. I'm hypnotized, mesmerized.
Hey, that's good music right there.
You whisper something low, touch me, hold me, don't let me go. I love you so.
Get it. Hey, Fair. That little two-step. Come on, y'all. It's Saturday. Hey. Can you feel it? Come on, y'all ain't ready. Hey.
You remind me.
Here we go. I know you feel it. All right, y'all. That is one of my favorite songs. So, sometimes I start off with a little inspiration and all of that, but that's just, how I was feeling today. So, I was already up and I just finished my part in Amplify Her group challenge. If you have not joined that group, I'm encouraging you to shift on over there today and just hit like and join so you can be connected to other women of purpose. If you would like the opportunity to speak and share your message, that is a great way for you to share your platform. And that's also a great way to share your gift with other people. So, knowing a lot of you may not go over there, I was feeling cute because you guys know it takes a lot. Like, on Thursdays when I get ready for doing a show, and I'm really trying to get back in the studio. I'm praying about that with this COVID stuff. But thank you. I'm so happy and so grateful I can do it right from home. And so I had my first show last Thursday, season 3 of Southern Girl Speaks. GURL, giving, understanding, real, and loving. And as I talk about this topic today, we're talking about shifting. And if you're a note taker, I encourage you to get some notes, because sometimes we're seeking answers and sometimes we come across something not knowing that's our answer. Okay, so I'm so happy and so grateful. My only job is to do what God tells me to do. He says, Southern Girl Speaks. And I know when I am speaking, I am a vessel for Him to use to speak to you. So as long as I do that, my part is done, okay? And I'm so happy to be in that place, because that's how I can talk to you today, because I had to go through some things, okay? I had to shift in order to be able to do that, all right? So thank you. I see Tawanda, Farrah joined, and someone, Mr. Perkins, thank you so much. And whoever may come across this, we know the times that we are living in. There is so much going on. Last year was just a year of distraction, if you allowed it to be, right? Hey, Mom, how are you, beautiful? Okay, if you allowed it to be. But I know at some point, no matter how positive, no matter how much you pray, no matter how much you were able to center yourself and be good emotionally, mentally, physically, we know that that was a very trying time in the world. I can't even say in my life, just in the world. And we just happened to be witnesses of what was going on in the world. And a lot of people were really impacted by that and are still recovering, whether it's financially, recovering, whether it's emotionally, because they lost a loved one and they're counting on both hands and toes about how many people they know who have been impacted and still today or going through it. You can't even, I had to take a break from Facebook myself, because you can't even scroll through with someone laying in the hospital bed, or please pray for, or we lost so and so today. It was an influx of that. Not only on TV, you go to work, you talk to people, it was everywhere, right? And so I understand that what work I have to do for myself to keep this smile on my face and inside. And so I am so happy when I can replenish myself and give what I was been given to me through the Holy Spirit and share that to encourage someone today. Because one thing that I know, being on social media, don't let the posts, don't let the pictures and all that fool you. People really are hurting and struggling. And then we see seasons revealed in people's lives where you look so up to that person, and then something happens and you had no idea they were going through that. You had no idea that they were having that experience. You had no idea that they were trying to work on their own stuff, and you didn't put that person on a pedestal and putting everything into that instead of putting it into yourself and just showing up, or whoever you're around, as who you're created to be. And so we're going to have a shift. Okay, shift says to move or cause to move. Hey, cousin, y'all get your notebooks, because I got a word for you today, okay? This is a labor of love to me. This is my shift too in front of you, okay? And so it says to move or cause to move from one place to another. So shift is action. If you're looking to why things are not happening in your life, you need to definitely look at action. And I love being on this side of transformation, because I can assess when it wasn't happening. Okay, you know, some people, I mean, Netflix and chill is real hard right now, right? See, no lie, the verses, Keisha Cole, Ashanti, it was entertaining. but that time could be put. Where are you sowing your time? Where you reap, where you sow, you really do reap. Okay, so it says synonyms of shifting: move, transfer, a transference. So that lets me know that shifting, there's some exchange. Okay, and we have all been in a place in our life where things have been trying to push us to move or to think or to act or react in a different way. Okay, it's causing more of you. It's causing you to really look at your life and some situations to bring something greater out of you and take your mind off the focus of what everybody else is doing to you, right? Because it's so easy. Oh, look how they make me feel. Oh, look what they did to me today. We do that all day long, right? But when you have a shift, okay, you get your power back. I'm telling you, you get to see, okay, now instead of looking at it from what someone's doing to me, I'm going to look at what am I going to do about it. Okay, so the first sign of shifting, okay, and I want to share these because people go through this not knowing that that is part of transformation. I always share my journey and equate it to walking through a tunnel. That's what it was always like for me, or crossing a bridge. And that's what it is. It's getting you from one place to another. Okay? But when you go through that, it's going to be painful. You're out your comfort zone. You're walking on a bridge or going from one end to another over a mountain. Some emotions are going to flare up in you. Okay? It's the same thing with your life. Okay, so you do the work to remove and you're facing your trauma. Okay, when you allow those emotions to resurface, all the things that you tucked away, all the regret. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, and I don't want to think about that and how it affects, so I just don't think about it. But when God gives you your healing, I'm telling you, those things are going to come to surface. Okay, but the beautiful thing about it is like pulling a root out of you if you allow it. And yes, there may be tears. Yes, there may be anger. Yes, there may be frustration, because the thing is, your mind is stuck at a place in time and you were physically somewhere else 10, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years here, but your mind, that trauma, that impact, the behaviors of the feelings, the emotions, the walls that were created from that past events is still affecting you now, right? And so wherever you are on your journey, when you allow yourself to let him heal that, to face that, forgive that, accept that, okay? And so you begin to see yourself how God sees you. You face the truth of who you have become. Okay, I don't like this about myself. I don't like that I do that. I don't like that I don't do that. I don't like that I react that way. I don't like that I allow this in my life. Right? So once you're able to face those truths of who you have become and what your life has become and what you don't like about your life, then through that emotion, you can start the process of becoming who you were created to be. All right, number two, you realize that there are some things. Let me just, I need a drink of water, because this one for me is always the hardest. And it's usually people, okay? Number two for me, realize that there are some things that you are going to have to let go. It could be people, environments, things about yourself that you have to let go of. There's things when you're going to another level, you can't take that mindset, that behavior with you. Not where he's trying to take you, right? So there's some things, there's some emotional maturity that has to happen. It's like a grooming process. It's like You know, when someone gets hired for a job, a good position. Okay, so sometimes people are hiring, they may not have everything, but there's something there. So they put them with someone who's going to groom them and show you this is how we do these things before they just release you, right? Well, God does this the same way. Okay, you want to run a company, you want to run a business, you want a husband, you want a wife, you want some kids, you want to, all these things we say we want. Okay, and sometimes we've been grace and mercy to get them and to realize we weren't ready for them. Okay? He says, what I have for you is for you. I have prepared a table for you. So, in that preparation of preparing the table, he got to prepare you to be able to sit at the table. If you got insecurity and you're not confident in yourself, but you want to be a baller shot caller, well, how can you sit at the table and you're not confident, and the whole time you're sitting there, you feel like you don't belong? Okay, you got to know you belong at the table. So there's some things, sometimes people, and this one is hard because it's so surprising. Sometimes in our life, the people that we have to release. And for somebody today, I just feel that sometimes you feel like you're letting go of people, but they haven't even been holding on to you anyway. Okay, sometimes you've been the only one holding on and you think you got to let something go. But if you really assess the situation, it's really nothing to let go of, right? Sometimes we have to be honest about that. Okay, and the way you get these revolutions, number 3, when you are shifting, spending time alone. Now, when God calls you to be alone, we call that consecration. You're being set aside for a specific purpose, for a specific thing. And I feel like he wants that time with all of us, that intimacy time. But for a lot of people, it is scary for you to be by yourself. You know, that's part of your journey. That might be part of it, just learning how to be with you. Do you enjoy being with you? When you're with you, do you take care of you? Okay, because when you're over here, you're doing everything. You're serving. You're the head of the PTA. Call me for this. Running so and so around, and then you get home and you don't even take care of you, and then you're mad because no one ever does anything for you, and then you resent people because nobody ever calls you, and you're the one always. I don't know. I'm just maybe talking to somebody today. Okay, so that's one thing. If you have never done in this season, go, and it talks about there is a time. This is a time to get to know you. Because if you can be still and turn off Netflix and chill and verses and what's going on with him and the 49 and the 48 and all of that, and have your mind be still and just connect to yourself to see why you are here, and to understand that when we look at those death tolls, those numbers represent souls that were here on the earth, and that number does not represent yours because you were still here. So since you're here, there was a divine reason and purpose in you, that we've seen enough to know that we have to stop existing and start living, you guys. And that is even more reason why I want to speak and I want to encourage and I want to empower other people, because there is so much negative that if my voice, I'm telling you guys, I don't need no equipment. I don't have to go anywhere. I'm so happy and so grateful that my purpose don't require a lot. But what you don't know, that part of my journey, I was terrified of speaking. You don't know the journey I had to go through to get here and hit live and have my music turn up and be right in front of you and be free and not okay, because I said, Lord, I want to be the example of transformation, what it looks like, so other people can see me and say, if she did it, I could do it too. And some people are so heavily influenced that people have to have their name in lights, or someone has to have their name on TV. You know, some people's thinking is just like that. But I have come across so many people in my life that when I just sit and hear their story, I'm like, oh my God. I thought I went through something. You got through that. I never would have known you got through that. Oh my gosh. Because I see the glory in God's life. And there's sometimes I'm around people and I know I'm doing my work and they just boop, boop, boop. You know, it makes me reach out to those are people I connect with. That's who I want in my ear. Okay? When you're around people like that, you ain't got time for haters because everybody's busy in their purpose and they're saying, hey, have you heard about that? Girl, you should just, I saw this and I thought about you. Because that's the last one. When you're shifting, you become secure in who you are and how you feel. When you shift, you are able to delete the programming of your family of origin sometimes. Okay, because sometimes things that you got from them was from work that they hadn't done in their life. Okay, so you're breaking all of that. That's what generational curses are. You're breaking all of that because somebody in the family has to be the one to do something different. And some of you are that person. And some of you have been running from your shift. Okay, so I just came to let you know that whatever you're going through is part of the process. Okay, wherever you are going, and the beautiful thing when I learned, yes, mama, my mama, Anita Delaney, she's down there sending some hearts. Okay, because my mom used to always just say, be still. You know, you talk when and I'm getting up there now. I realized that the other day, like the season I'm in, for young women so that they can know. But, I remember being 18 or 20 and you ask someone, oh, and they like, be still, baby, just be still. And you're like, what am I going to do with that? I got to do something. And they gave you the wisdom. They tell you don't do nothing, just be still. Just trust God, right? And it sounds so easy that you like that ain't gonna work. What am I gonna go ahead and do? And of course you create more situations in your life until you learn how to be still. And the beautiful thing about knowing when to be still is two times God can work when you're still, when He's requiring you to be still, to really trust Him. And then also when you're shifting, move or cause to move from one place to another, moving to action. Faith without works is dead, right? And so I can attest to, and you give me some hearts, David Hernandez, Kim Campo, Jose, and Wendy, y'all, Darnell, y'all give me some hearts. If you can attest that if you looked at some things that happened to you in the past that you didn't know how you were going to get through, but you got through it because God got you through it. He worked it out some way. And it's always so funny when something else comes. With spiritual maturity, right? When you get some spiritual maturity, you be like, okay, now I'm growing up because I remember that happened and God did this and he just be saying, he said, remember when I did? Oh yeah, you did that too. Don't forget when oh Lord, oh mama don't even know about that, Lord. Oh yes, you got me through that one. Okay? And so through spiritual maturity, now you can become at 25, at 32, at 18, how that wise woman was at 50, at 55, at 60, who told you, be still. She had to go through some life to be able to look at you and say, babe, all you got to do is be still. But she's also telling you don't have to wait till you get here to start applying it. Apply it now. Okay, so we have to learn when to be still. And I don't know where that came from. That might be for somebody. You need to sit it on down, okay? Because lastly, when you start to shift, you're going to attract others who are seeking the same. So number one, and I'm closing out, you're going to deal with some heavy emotions. Allow those to process so God can show you who you become versus who you are versus who you become. Realize there's some things that you have to let go, and that's sometime that be still gonna get you through. Don't you text him. Don't you pick up that phone. Okay, you are the prize. Number 3, spending time alone, getting to know yourself. The same love that you give out every day, learning to give that and put your mask on first and take care of you, okay? How you treat yourself is how you treat other people. I gave this analogy when I did this in Amplify Her today. If say there's a couch, a white couch, okay, and Susan buys the couch and Renee buys the couch. Susan is OCD. She knows if you move a pen, she's like, who touched my pen? Okay. And she doesn't allow, she has the couch and you can sit on it, but you have to do this and you have to put these, she's just real particular about her space. But when you go over to Renee's house, she's laid back. She's sitting there drinking a beer. She's smoking a cigarette. She said, come on, girl, have a seat. And you like, okay. And you kick your shoes off, put your feet on. And so it's the same way. When you go to Susan's house, oh Lord, when I get over here, I know how she is. And because Susan has taught you how to treat her couch and how she treats her environment, and you adjust, right? But when you go to Renee's house, you're like, okay, we're going to have a good time. It's going to be chill, laid back. And even though it's the same couch, depending on who had it is how you might treat it because of how they treat it. Well, you are the couch. Okay, it's the same thing with you. How you treat yourself is how other people will treat you. And the boundaries that you set for yourself, either people will respect them or they will not sit on your couch. Okay? All right, so we want to spend time alone. Get to know yourself, self-love, self-care, and becoming secure in how you feel, detached from anything outside of yourself to make you feel good and happy with yourself. And then lastly, you'll start to attract others who are feeling the same. You release any toxic energy, thoughts, emotions, ways of being. You attract opportunities. Your actions are creating the opportunity, and God is able to show his hand in your life through your actions, just by you doing something. So, hello, Mom. All right, we got some praise going. I'm going to give you guys some hearts. That's from me. Thank you for supporting me today. I definitely am shifting, and I'm so happy and so grateful to be able to use my voice as an instrument just to make other people know that one, God is with you. 2, that you can do anything, that no matter what the age, the enemy comes in, you're in your 40s, you're 52, your life is over, and then he'll give us some examples of people. And I'm like, wow, they're still doing that. They achieved that goal at that age, okay? And so you can either watch the people doing it or you can be the person that people are watching. Okay, and of course we don't do it like that for that, but you're really in either one of those 2 seats. And so for you, some of this is the fuel you needed for 2021. And I'm gonna type this in the comments as I close out 2020. I think it was like this. Let me see, 2020. Oh yeah, 1. I love that. 2021. Look at how that is in the Oh, that's not what I meant. Hold on. Teacher me. Hold on. And then I'm done. 2020. This is good. My coach, Stormy, did that. I did it again. Okay, 2021. See, the enemy, you just keep going. 2021. There we go. See? All right. Not the number 1. I'm deleting that. Okay, so we want to win, and 1 O-N is past tense. So we're already claiming victory in 2021 that we're winning. So it's 2021. Oh, I know you feel that. Yay! See, he's a hey. I know the enemy be hating on me. That's why I just took my time because I wanted to give it to you, right? So you take that, put it on your mirror, put that in your phone, put it somewhere where you can see it. And it's not 2020 when, 2021. He has prepared, ED, past tense. That means it's already there waiting for you. So we're already claiming the victory. Y'all stay connected. I have a great show coming up this week. If you like to be a guest or if you have a great show topic idea, please feel free to DM me as well. And if you need some wellness products, okay, I'm going to start doing my transformation lives because I found a wonderful wellness product that makes me feel good, makes my skin glow, okay? And so I have a couple of businesses. So I'm going to rise up as an entrepreneur even more this year and share that with you. You can't win with a defeated mindset. And of course, my mother has some beautiful pearls of wisdom, and I'm going to leave you all on that. You all be blessed. Southern Girl Speaks, GURL, giving, understanding, real and loving. And Southern Girl Speaks, and I have spoken. Have a good day.